You know what I think we didn't talk about much in that episode was the ending of Black Cat. And one of the things that struck me about that is that it's not a nightclub scene, but it functions sort of like his nightclub scenes in Miami Vice or Collateral that I talk about, of having the heroes and villains sort of forcing their way purposefully through these crowds of people that are just unaware of the life and death conflict that's going on in and around them. And that is
a crowd scene. Yeah.
Crowd action scenes. That is a very potent literalization of what Mann is really interested in. This thing that, like, we hear him talk about what unites Neil Macaulay and Vincent Hanna on a spiritual level is that they're living their life without blinders on. It's fully activated to the existential stakes of everything. And even when you're not robbing banks or knife fighting with black hat hackers, our time on this earth is this fleeting moment. Whatever we do with that, the stakes are total. And that's what defines his people, and that what putting them in a crowd of people who are not activated to that level visualizes that in an interesting and exciting way. That's, I think, what makes those scenes pop so much.
Well, I mean, in the end, is that maybe not just the simplest thing that makes Michael Mann who he is just that his sort of cinematic command of high stakes and empathy, like that he can kind of make these things relatable, even if none of us have ever, been in a knife fight, let's say. But it feels like this is, you're getting the kind of visceral rush as you can from cinema of experience something like that. I don't know if that made any sense, what I just said, but
it did to me. But I may be just fully man-pilled at this point. We've been doing this for too long. But yeah, no, that they're keyed in, his guys, and even Ferrari, that he knows exactly what he wants out of racing, and even as it is a destructive and a terrible passion and a deadly joy, but he wants. And that's the other thing. The reason why Ferrari works with it as a counterpoint to robbing banks in Heat is that it's all about the professionalism of his characters is doing all the prep work you can so that when you drop into that, you're in the race, you're in the bank, and the clock is ticking, and you're fighting for that, quarter of an inch on the inside track of the train. You can make all your decisions with the most purpose and forethought, but also do it in a split second.
You train yourself to minimize risk on the fly. Yeah, you've prepared yourself for the moment.
Yeah,
which could be high risk, but you're gonna, you're ready for it. You've run the numbers and you're coming in. Yes.
God damn, Michael Mann should make a poker movie.
Yes, he should.
Yeah, clearly he doesn't have that's one thing he's not into is gambling. It would have popped up at some point, but actually he would have an interesting take on that. That's because just thinking about the thing that's hard to dramatize is the combination of forethought and planning and also improvisation in the moment.
That's what's exciting.
You know all the angles going in and then mix it up once you're in there. And that's what Michael Mann movies, they visualize that and dramatize that in, with machine guns, which is so much cooler than cards.
I think Rounders would be a fantastic Michael Mann project.
It is.
Just take out sort of the Tarantino impersonation stuff in that movie and put Michael Mann in those spots. I think maybe that movie's a masterpiece.
Oh, but I don't know. I don't know if he can pull off the worm character, which actually I think is really essential to making that movie. But it's got some Michael Mann vibes in there nonetheless.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, the Matt Damon character is a total Michael Mann guy.
Exactly. I feel it. We were talking about Black Cat. That's how we got onto that.
Right. Okay.
But it has also one of the lines. Maybe not the most elegant line, but it talks exactly what we're talking about when Teng Wei is talking about how you're in the rapid stream of decision making now, and you have to the stakes are high, and your opponents are highly sophisticated, and you don't have any time to adjust. And it's that is the articulation, maybe even a little too direct, of what we see in Thief and Collateral and Heat to such even Mohicans to such effective degrees. It's shown there. It's told here.
Should Ferrari have been about a driver to some extent then? Maybe. I don't know. Could he have made that film probably pulled that off? That's same stuff.
But is that just like a standard Hollywood screenwriting guide note of, we want our hero in the car. I mean, I don't think it's
higher
wrong.
Stakes if he's in the car. Sure. Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we could do this. We could put this silly voice on it, but that doesn't mean they're wrong. There is higher stakes in the car. There's higher stakes if he's the one in the bank vault. There's a reason why John Voight was not the main character of Heat.
I don't know. It's with Bested.
So the next one on our list is Ali, which does not have that limitation.
No,
because Ali is the one in the ring. All goes along with car racing or poker to a degree there, in that it is a combination of training and strategy, and also once you're in there and you get punched in the face, you just got to be in it and reacting without time to really plan things out.
Look at the tying it all together. Yeah, that's true.